What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about a stock that is set to go public tomorrow. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, asking me, "Hey Jeff, what are your thoughts on Roblox as a company? What's their business model? Where do you see it's going? Should I invest in it?" and so forth. So in this video, I'm going to cover a couple key topics that you should know if you are thinking about investing in this company. I'm also going to go over some comparisons of other IPOs. Personally, I will not be investing in Roblox for the foreseeable future. I'm going to go over exactly why and what I would need to see before investing in it. So stick around, guys. You're not going to want to miss this. For those of you that are new to the channel, consider leaving this video a like, subscribing to the family. Truly appreciate it. If you are interested in joining our private community, we've got over 250 members, growing strong over the last few weeks. It's the first link in the description, so check it out, guys. All right, let's get into the video. First off, a Roblox IPO tomorrow. What do you need to know, okay? Roblox was supposed to go public in 2020. And you've seen some explosive trading debuts of Airbnb and DoorDash, which we're going to give some comparison to as well. A couple things that Roblox is doing well, okay? They're going public via a direct listing. The main point of an IPO is to raise capital, all right, which is good for them. After postponing the IPO, Roblox raised another $520 million from investors in a private funding round. The deal gave Roblox a $29.5 billion valuation, up sevenfold from a year ago. I think that's a little bit frothy of a valuation because in 2020, they're not even going to do a total of $1 billion in revenue. By the amount of growth that we've seen, I would expect 2021 to be a little bit over $1 billion in revenue, but I still find that valuation to be a little bit frothy. Roblox was founded in 2004. So there's a lot of time, energy, engineering, behind this. It's not a new company, which is good. It's not a startup. It's good. It's been around for a while. So I do like that. Okay, there are two crucial parts to their business model. The first part is the gaming platform on which users, developers, or gamers build and play games, which is good. But they can also buy and spend Robux, which is their in-game currency, to upgrade their avatars with accessories, clothing, or special powers. Revenue grew 56% in 2019, and the first 9 months of 2020, revenue grew even more, of 68%. Couple things on that. Yes, I could see a little bit of the COVID lockdown helping enhance their growth, but I will also tell you, from being born at the end of 1989, children, kids, young teens these days are not outside as much as they used to be. I remember, it took me forever to get an N64, and everybody in the neighborhood would always be outside. Naturally, times have changed. Everything's gone much more digital, and kids spend more time in front of the screen. So I do see COVID kind of helping them as well, but I don't look at it as an at-home stock like other people kind of have mentioned before. So do want to mention, guys, there's 13.5 million users, which I was kind of surprised. Or sorry, this is daily active users. I was kind of surprised. I thought that number would actually be a little bit higher, but it also gives a huge opportunity for growth. I will be honest, I did not hear of Roblox until probably a couple months ago when I had read about it, via a stock article, okay, because of what was set to happen, not anything to do with them as a company or their gaming software. I have a little guy, he's just over 3, so he's not really into this yet, but he certainly watches people play games on YouTube, Paw Patrol and whatnot. But so 13.5 million, like I said, it wasn't that much. However, it is poised for lots of growth, especially as people, kids. It's just you invite your friends, which is awesome. So this is the revenue chart, which is great. It's considerably uptrending, which is awesome. I did read that the CEO had said that they do expect their percentage growth to slow down, which is something that I mentioned when we talked about NIO. It's very easy to double your sales when your sales are very low, and as you get much larger, it begins to get a little bit harder. So he did expect that. However, he does expect revenue to continue to grow, which is a very good sign. Okay, this is something else that I love about the company, is that it's not just that you can add on and buy certain perks for your avatar and so forth. They do have a monthly membership and subscription tier cost of $5, $10, and $20, which is very good. It's very low end. I love these subscription based business models. It started off really it's just, with the gyms and the fitness world. And then it's really just rolled into everything. You've got NIO, which I'll mention again, doing the battery as a swap service. Getting that subscription-based model is a very, very, very strong model, especially in 2021. So I like that. And it's such a low end for parents to just say, yep, here's $5 a month to my son, or my daughter, no problem. Or here's $10, no problem. And like I said, there's always opportunity for add-on, which from a business standpoint, you have your front end product and your back end product. Okay, your front end is the initial product that get them hooked, and the back end is all the upsells. So they have that going for them, which is really good. One downfall that I do see with this is, with anything with children, is going to be the moderation. Okay, this is an article that talks about the risks of it to children and so forth, and some of I guess adults getting in on the game, and there was articles about avatars, doing inappropriate adult content type things, and so you're going to get a little bit of that bad wrath potentially. Anything that does also show anything with fighting or violence might steer away from certain parents, so that is a little bit of a concern. I would see that to maybe have an effect if something bad happens, okay, and it really gets in the media to really get things turning. But I don't see this being a huge, or a big roadblock, especially at the beginning. You're just naturally going to have parents saying, you know what, I don't want my child on, something that is just connected to the internet that I can't fully monitor as well, which is no problem, because it's not, nothing is for everyone. So that's completely normal. Now let's get into the number one thing that I really want to talk about. This is, guys, IPOs. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is I know that a lot of people that watch my channel have commented on me are new to the stock market. And when I say new to the stock market, I mean investing for a month, 6 months, since March. So maybe they've never been around in IPOs. Maybe they heard about the Airbnb, they saw the Dash. But let me give you a couple of my experience, guys. So I invested in the Facebook IPO. And ripped out of the gate at $38 a share, and I invested into it, and I was huge on Facebook. And my parents were huge in the stock market, made a lot of money in the stock market. My father's taught me a huge wealth of knowledge. Okay, but he was not bullish on it because he knew his experience with IPOs and so forth. And I lost a lot of money. It got down about 50%, and it took a long time to kind of boost back up. And I ended up selling for a loss at the time, which is a huge mistake of mine. Okay, just one of many, but that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way of IPOs, okay? And so I wanted to kind of just give you guys a little bit. This is, the 10 biggest IPOs that is expected to happen, or that happened, okay? And this is going to be a huge, valuation as well. So Roblox is going to be up there. It's not going to be the top 10, but it is going to be up there as a large valuation. So you can kind of look at these and just to see kind of what happened, okay? So this is right here. This is Airbnb, which was set to launch. Huge decline at the beginning. However, it came back strong. All right, you look at DoorDash. Same thing, decline at the beginning, came back strong, and it's kind of declined, which we understand. It goes back and forth. The NASDAQ sell-off, which is right on this time frame, totally understandable. These are very two new IPOs. We also look at Snowflake. Okay, this one kind of came out pretty sideways. Since then, when you look at Lyft, which was a huge valuation, hard decline from the beginning. Okay, so I always try to look at what other, and even though these aren't in the same industries, what other stocks look like as a forewarning of what's going to happen. And one thing I do know about IPOs is day traders are all over it. They're very, very volatile out of the gate. Okay, in certain senses, you will have early investors as well, which they get early pricing, and then they'll sell at the beginning. All right, so that does play into effect. But one biggest key fact I also want to point out to you, if you are thinking about getting into this stock, is if the company is going to do well, all right here, if IPOs can be overrated, if a company is a good investment, it'll be a good investment well after the IPO. So just if this comes in, it comes out of the gate, it skyrockets up, don't get caught chasing, okay? I've seen a lot of that lately, especially with penny stocks. So everybody gets caught chasing, and in the marijuana industry, the marijuana side and so forth. Don't get caught chasing, all right? It'll stabilize, it'll come back, even if it pops. All right, read this, check it out, learn more about IPOs rather than Roblox as a company. Learning about IPOs is what's going to happen for the first month or so of the stock. After that is going to be the fundamentals, the revenue, where they're forecasting, and their growth. All right. So if I can just give you that, a little bit of advice personally, like I said, I don't plan on investing in this because I've gotten burned by IPOs in the past, and I don't naturally, I will not invest in anything that is going to be an IPO. Maybe one day if I get to be an early investor, then so forth, great. But at this point in time, it's not on my table. Not to say I will not play this as a day trade. Okay, I do day trade every week. I don't day trade every day of every week because I also run a business and I don't have always the luxury to be able to focus on day trading because it's much more concentration is needed. So if you're thinking about investing into Roblox, I hope this kind of helps you out, guys. And just remember that if the long run, if this is going to be a good company, it's going to be a good stock for the long run, and you don't need to get into it right away. So guys, that's it for this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the next one.